Welcome to DC Motors video part 14. In the 14 and 15 video we will be seeing the tests on DC motors. In this video we will be seeing the direct load test, or it is known as brake test on DC motors. Let us see. What are the objectives of this item? Doing this test is to find out the losses, power losses in the DC machine. That has to be found out. So by doing the brake test or load test, we will be able to see the power loss, determine the power loss. हम पावर लॉस देख सकता है और कैलकुलेट कर सकता है और एफिशिएंसी फाइंड आउट कर सकता है. ये दोनों ये ब्रेक टेस्ट से हम कर सकता है. देखेंगे कैसे है. सो ये ब्रेक टेस्ट क्यों हम डायरेक्ट लोड टेस्ट बताता है वो पहले अंडरस्टैंड करना है. डायरेक्ट लोड टेस्ट नहीं तो क्या होगा, और इनडायरेक्ट लोड टेस्टिंग. सो डायरेक्ट लोड टेस्टिंग का मतलब ये है, आपके पास एक मोटर है, वो मोटर में पूरा मैकेनिकल लोड देख के और इंक्रीज करके उसका रेटेड लोड लेता है. तो नो लोड से लोड इंक्रीज करके करके मैक्सिमम और उसका फुल लोड देता है, तो वो डायरेक्ट लोडिंग मानता है. लेकिन हमको ये नहीं कर सकता. ये किसके लिए कर सकता है? ओनली फॉर स्मॉल मोटर्स. सोचो आपके पास कोई डीसी मोटर है और लैब में आपको मोटर लोड करना है, तो कम कैपेसिटी का है तो कर सकता है. 5 HP तक में भी कर सकता है. सोचो 100 HP का मोटर आपके पास है. 100 HP का मोटर का लोड, पूरा लोड आपको नहीं कर देता है क्या? सो लैब कंडीशन में ये स्मॉल कैपेसिटी मोटर में करने वाला टेस्ट है ब्रेक टेस्ट. एंड ये लोड टेस्ट का रिजल्ट एफिशिएंसी हमको ऑलमोस्ट एक्यूरेट. सोचो इसका एक्चुअल एफिशिएंसी 90% है, तो आपको टेस्ट मिलने तो 89 मिल सकता है और 88 मिल सकता है. इतना एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट्स होगा, वो है उसका एडवांटेज. लार्ज मोटर में ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है, क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा पावर उसमें होल्ड करना है. ये मोटर है तो कोई ब्रेकिंग करना है क्या लोड करने के लिए, वो कर नहीं सकता. सो if you are putting some large brake, it will be creating heavy heat. even 5 HP का मोटर हम लैब में करना है तो भी उसका कोई ब्रेक लगाए तो अब पानी देना ही होगा उसका पुल्ली में, नहीं तो ओवर हीट रहेगा. So we are doing the brake test for small motors only, which can be practically loaded in the lab situation, and it is giving you accurate results. And for large motors it is very difficult to dissipate the large heat at the brake. And ऑल दिस टेस्ट, ब्रेक टेस्ट, सोचो आप 5 HP का काम कर रहा है और टेस्ट कर रहा है. ये पूरा 5 HP का पावर जितना देर तक आप चल रहा है पूरा पावर और एनर्जी वेस्ट करता है ना. सो ब्रेक टेस्ट इज वेस्टिंग द एनर्जी. टू फाइंड आउट द एफिशिएंसी, to find out the efficiency, we are actually loading the machine, we are breaking the machine, and it is the power, entire power is wasted. So that is a problem. So it is giving an accurate result, it is a good thing, and it is power is wasting, it's a bad thing. Okay, now let us see the actual conditions. So going for the testing, we are not showing the motor. This is the pulley. We are having the motor shaft. On that we will be connecting a pulley. This is known as pulley. A pulley will be connected to the shaft of the motor properly, and that will be loaded. It means you given brake. That is known as loading. For loading we will be giving weight. You can give weight like this. So we can connect one spring balance and non-weight to the other end. Here one end may be fixed and spring balance will be showing the weight in kilograms, and here also the weight is added in kilograms. So what is the structure? You are seeing a motor shaft. आप देख रहा है मोटर का शाफ्ट ये वाला, और ये उस पे कनेक्ट किया पुल्ली, और दिस इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ रोटेशन. सोचो उसमें वेट डाला है. वेट डाला तो ये रोटेट नहीं कर पाएगा. जितना ज़्यादा वेट है उतना कम रोटेट करेगा, वही उसका लोडिंग. सो इसका मोटर का करंट देखेंगे हम. रेटेड करंट आए तो रेटेड लोड बता सकता है. ओके, सो इसमें क्या करना है हमें, हम देखेंगे. ये तो वेट W1 और उसका यूनिट है किलोग्राम, और ये वाला है W2 और उसका वेट है किलोग्राम. सो दोनों वेट है. So the net pull on the band, so this is the band or the belt on the pulley, and it is having high friction. The band or the belt is having friction, and the effective pull, the net pull will be W1 minus W2. It is in different directions, and we'll be getting the effective pull as W1 minus W2 kilogram weight. Already it is in weight, no? So it is known as W1 minus W2 kilogram weight as the unit. So the weight is in kilograms. If we want to make into newtons, then what we'll be able to do? Kilogram weight into 9.81, that is the acceleration due to gravity, that is multiplied with that, and we'll be getting this many newton. So the net pull on the band due to the weight, it is 9.81 into W1 minus W2 newton. Now let us say this is the radius of the pulley, radius of the pulley, and n is the motor speed, n. Now n, it is the speed of the motor in rps. That is important thing. It is not rpm, it is rps. Previously examples we are told rpm and rpm, and in this example we will be telling us n rps. So हम इधर फाइंड आउट करना है शाफ्ट टॉर्क. वी आर गोइंग टू टेल अबाउट शाफ्ट टॉर्क. टॉर्क का इक्वेशन आपको पहले ही बताया था, फोर्स इनटू रेडियस, दैट इज द इक्वेशन फॉर torque, Newton meter, or this is the radius r, and weight will be W1 minus W2 in kilogram meter. The weight in kilogram and radius in meters, we can say kilogram meter. So W1 minus W2 into r, kilogram meter will be the shaft torque at the motor. So we are getting the shaft torque developed by the motor. It is in Newton meters as 9.81 into W1 minus W2. So the unit is changed by multiplying with 9.81. So the shaft torque is equal to 9.81 into W1 minus W2 into R, this many Newton meters. Now you may be remembering our motor output equation as 2 pi n t divided by 60. Okay, motor output power we have previously studied as 2 pi n t by 60, where the speed n is in rpm. So rps was n by 60. But here n itself we are taking is rps. Okay, so the motor output power is going to be 2 pi n t, 2 pi n t watts. This is 2 pi n t watts, motor output power, base equation. So here the tsh will be replaced by this equation, that is 2 pi and tsh into n, that has been converted as this tsh, it is equal to 9.81 into W1 minus W2 R. So this one, and multiplying by the 9.81 will be getting Newton meter, and here this equation will be giving us the motor output power as this much watts. So 2 pi n into 9.81 into W1 minus W2 R watts will be available for the motor output power. So 2 pi, it is available here, and this tsh, it is already available here in this equation, that will be replaced here. So this many motor output power in watts we are getting. Now 2 pi n 9.81, it is equal to 61.68 n into W1 minus W2 R watts, same thing. And let we can consider V is the supply voltage, I is the full load current taken by the motor, then the input power is VI. Motor is getting some power and input power is VI. Let us say for assumption it is VI. And efficiency, output by input है, so output होगा 61.68 into n into W1 minus W2 R, which is output equation from this part, and input power is from this item. So we are getting efficiency calculated like this. So from the direct load testing, we will be able to find out the efficiency in this equation. Thank you.